expect these teams to be from here on out.
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. They're through the opening rounds if this is a boxing match, right? In the season-long fight. Early issues been worked through.
We've reached the halfway mark of the regular season. A lot of work left to do as we're away in Week 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And leading them out to one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's a throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
The Pioneers readying for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
It's his running back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Looking for a throw here. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 35 on the pickup. And that'll give him a 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They'll run it from the gun. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Running for the first time with a man out of Florida State. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Catch is made in close. Touchdown! So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Another carry for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
They go play action on first. Trying for the deep ball. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And it's going to be 2nd down. He'll throw it. That's going to be caught by Carter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on the play. And that gives them the first.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Catch made by Carter. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 2nd and 3 now. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
The rush gets home, and they stick him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So now, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw it here. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. It'll be a gain of only 1 on second, so that brings up third and goal from the 2. Carter. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Pioneers get it down to a single point. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Pioneers tie this game 7-7. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Patterson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Play action on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 31-yard play, and that'll be a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. They kick the running back in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 37. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Cut near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field and it sets them up with 1st and goal. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They've got 1st and goal to work with. They are throwing it again. Chased out to his right, and he carries it in for the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And these guys break that tie and now lead by 7. Bass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense ready to get going again now. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. On first down, they'll run. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Back to throw now. Finding Davis. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him from the 46. To throw it on first down. Finds him on the slant. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. This finds Carter complete.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll throw it again. Complete out to the right side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
2nd and 13. Davis there to grab it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Setting up a throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. That one's complete right side. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's the lone back. He loses the football. Recovered by the defense. And after losing a hold of that one, he's still shaken up on the play. So we'll see team personnel out there to tend to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Throwing now following the turnover. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Pioneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Their offense ready to take the field now. And that interception has set them up beautifully inside the red zone. First and 10, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Simple dive up the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Pioneers parlay the interception into points. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Pioneers tie things up at 14. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense getting all set for this series. And they're going to be looking for a little redemption after their interception last drive led to a tie ball game, 14-all. They're out and set, first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's swallowed up by one of the big guys up front right at the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down. Dropping back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their... Drive starts out with a first and 10. They'll come out throwing. It is caught left side. And he gets up close to the 25 before going out of bounds. Options are open here. It's second and inches. From the 24. He'll get this one to Brown. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They'll come up first and 10. They're throwing it. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He'll throw it yet again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. He's going to throw this one. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Design bootleg here. Connects on the crosser. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. They kick the running back in motion. They'll throw on first. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got two options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
And he's taken down at the 30.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
I know we see these kickers make kicks from this distance all the time, but it never ceases to be impressive. Everything's on the dot, and it's a big 3 points.
He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. So we've reached halftime. Only a field goal game so far. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 3 touchdown passes there for J.J. McCarthy. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic. See what's happening over in London. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. The Caps trying to hold on and claim victory. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Patterson now to return it. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds a man right side. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Pass play now. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open. It beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Carter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36. They'll throw it. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. It kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And they'll have 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Throwing now on 1st down. Finds him on the slant. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. They are throwing it again. Short pass brought in. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
A give now from the gun. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Back-to-back carries here. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And it's picked up by the defense. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to the air here. Complete beyond the marker. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That one gains 7. And it'll give him a 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At their 49-yard line.
They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled, well, for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Pioneers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. Handoff now from the gun. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Hauled in left side. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll give him a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Trying to throw here out of the gun. This finds Carter complete. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Pass complete to Cook. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Hits him on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or 2 short of that 25. Big gain, 14. Well, a roar from the crowd as they saw the replay on the big screen, and they will indeed get a challenge. Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. He puts together a gain of 2, and we are at the end of our 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's just a field goal game right now as we get set for our final quarter. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Catch is made in close. He has the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Pioneers take a 4-point lead.
21, our home team, 17.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Patterson now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here comes their offense out again. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion here left. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 35-yard line.
Now looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. That'll be complete to Elliott. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's go now.
Throwing it again here. Looking slant route, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. This set of downs starts with an option right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it sets up 1st down. From the red zone now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Finds a man right side. And he's brought down after a short gain. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Pass play coming here. On the move, headed right. And the ground game works for the touchdown. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Extra point up and good from Bass. And his guys push their lead to 3. Bass now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Pioneers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Now a give running right. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. He's dropping back to throw. That's going to be caught by Carter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's a throw. He finds Brown right side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And in motion out of the slot. From the 42. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
To throw it on 1st down. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Second and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Holding offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down. Looking for a throw here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That kick is no good. Oh, he mishit it. And the deficit remains unchanged here in the fourth.
Kate, he's going to need a lot of support from his teammates after that one because he knows it. Everybody knows it. The game may have rested on that try, and that'll be one that's tough not to dwell on.
The offense getting set to go. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. Motioning him from the slot right. First and 10, looking to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Again to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And they're going to have a first down. Man in motion here. Throwing from the gun. They did it! He made the interception! And the Pioneers have some new life in the fourth.
Well, a lot of throws come in his direction, and they come out quickly. Doesn't have a lot of time to step in front of them. It really takes great reactionary time, great intuition, spatial awareness to get a pick out of the slot, and he should be applauded for his efforts on that play.
Now this offense ready to head back out. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Hits him on the in route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. From the 39. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Brooklyn. Pioneers down by only 3. He'll throw it yet again. Has a man. It's Brown. And they bring him down around the 34.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
It is caught left side. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Setting up to pass. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. To throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Gotta hurry this to the line. Back to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Tight end going in motion here. Here he is to throw. Catch made by Carter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. They need some extra time to think over third and long. We've got a timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Looking to throw it. This finds Carter complete. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
For the second time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, and he delivers.
From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31.
At their own 31-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those two possessions, the next score would then win. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Another drive coming up for this offense. And they fought hard, not just against their opponents on the field, Brock, but the tens of thousands of opponents in the stands. And it's led them to a chance to now silence everybody here in overtime. First throw of overtime now. That's going to be caught by Carter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 34. Finds a man right side. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. 1st and 10 from the 41. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. He'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Pioneers.
They'll try and throw it here. On target to Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Gets to space right side. And he runs it in for the touchdown. Start the celebration, baby. They win it in overtime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory.